Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I will teach you how to cook pineapple fried rice with chicken. สวัสดีค่ะวันนี้เก๋มีเมนูข้าวผัดสับปะรดใส่ไก่มาแนะนำนะคะเดี๋ยวเราจะมาเริ่มวิธีการทำเลยนะคะ Let's start.
Welcome to Chef K's Kitchen. This lesson is going to be pineapple fried rice using Thai jasmine rice that's been prepared the day before and refrigerated, and we'll explain a little bit more about that a little bit later. And of course it's going to use some nice freshly cut up pineapple. She doesn't use the pineapple out of the can, she actually chops up a pineapple, fresh pineapple. Green peppers, red peppers, and you could actually use orange peppers too. It's all basically for the colors. Tomato, onion, and some mushrooms. Kay usually likes to pick out some nice looking mushrooms and some scallions. And a little bit of cashews added in good measure. So I guess you could call it pineapple cashew fried rice. And some butter. And of course some cloves of garlic. Several eggs. And brown sugar. Kay prefers to use brown sugar instead of white sugar because it just has a little bit better taste. And in this dish we're going to use chicken, but you can use shrimp, pork, beef, or even tofu. But chicken seems to be the most popular. And she's going to slice that in half. And again, be very careful when slicing. Make sure you hold on really tight. And then she's going to chop it up into some smaller chunks in preparation for the fried rice. And again, just get back about the jasmine rice. Make sure you use some that's been prepared a day ahead and refrigerated. It makes it a bit stronger to cook with rather than the fresh rice, which if you try to make fried rice out of fresh rice, it'll make it really mushy, and you don't want that. You want that perfect consistency which you get from rice that's been refrigerated from the day before. And she's almost done chopping up the chicken. Preparing all the ingredients. And that's the trick. If you can get everything prepared ahead of time, it just goes really quick. You can make this dish in about 10-15 minutes. She's going to chop up the scallions and save part of it for the garnish later on. Slice it up finely. You'll see near the end, once the dish is prepared, what she's going to do with this part of it. Okay, put that aside. Chop up, mince it up a little bit to include within the rice. Slice up some mushrooms. These are all ingredients which you can find at just about any local grocery store. The sauces and so forth might be a little tough to find, but if you're not in an area where you have an Asian supermarket, you can always order online. Some onion. And Kay does have a website at chefk.com. where people that perhaps aren't in an area where there's an Asian supermarket can order online. She has her cart tied in with Amazon.com where you can get all sorts of Asian sauces, cookware, and just about everything you need to prepare these dishes. So I'd urge you to check that out. Again, that's chefk.com. And chopping up the red and green peppers. And fried rice is always one of them great dishes that everybody can enjoy. Slicing up some tomatoes. But the secret to fried rice is, like I said, do not use fresh rice. Otherwise, you'll have a really mushy fried rice, and nobody wants that. Okay, ingredients are almost ready to go. Pineapple's ready. I'm going to chop up some garlic. Again, hold on tight. Don't want any accidents in the kitchen. A lot of ingredients go into fried rice. And I guess it's just limited by your imagination, but this is more of a traditional pineapple fried rice with chicken. As I mentioned before, you could use shrimp, or you could use pork, or even tofu. Okay, time to get cooking. Now she's getting started on low heat because she wants to cook the chicken first. Now here's something else that Kay does that's a little bit out of the ordinary. A lot of Asian cooks will boil the chicken first, and usually when you boil the chicken, it makes it gives it a strange consistency. It's almost too soft. So Kay's gonna saute a little bit of butter and then put her chicken in. And she says that just by cooking on low heat for 4 or 5 minutes, you're gonna get just about perfect golden brown chicken that is sweet and absolutely wonderful. So take your time with the chicken, do it right, and believe me, it'll pay off in the end. And again, you could use shrimp, or you could use beef, pork, or even go vegetarian and use tofu. So she's going to cook this for a little while longer. Again, this is a dish that the whole family can enjoy. We were talking earlier about the red and green peppers, and maybe even an orange pepper. And believe it or not, in Thailand, actually, they make it this way to entice the kids to eat it. The different colors, the color of the food, making it just a little bit more fun to eat. And as you can see, the chicken's starting to brown up a little bit. And I believe she still has it on low to medium heat. Don't want to rush it. Probably going to take the longest amount of time just preparing the chicken to make sure that it's cooked properly. You don't want to overcook it because it's going to be tough. Then again, you don't want to undercook it either. So just make sure it's a nice golden brown. Give it a good 4 or 5 minutes. And pineapple fried rice is actually a dish that's very popular. When Kay was serving it in her restaurant, it was one of the most popular dishes that people ordered. So you're lucky to learn how to cook it here. Great dish to come home to after work. Doesn't take a lot of time, and the whole family will enjoy it. And now she's going to add in some garlic. Pretty soon the aroma from the garlic in the frying pan is really going to spice things up a little bit. Just a wonderful, anytime you're frying garlic, it's just a wonderful, wonderful aroma. And I'm just going to add some eggs. Kind of stir them around, but not too much. You don't want to overcook the eggs. If you do, it's they're gonna be kind of stiff and white, and it's probably just best to kind of gently stir them around. You don't want to, again, you don't want to overcook them. Add in some cashews. And when you cook them, actually the cashews will soften up a little bit, but not too much. So that's just about perfect. And here comes the rice. Again, Thai jasmine rice. Do not use American rice. Yes, I know it might be a little cheaper, but believe me, jasmine rice can't be beat. There's a big difference. And prepare the rice a day ahead. And you'll notice she's just kind of gently stirring everything around. And again, the eggs haven't been overcooked, so you can see they got that nice yellow color. And got the heat up on medium now. And going very easy on the rice, because you don't want to crush the rice. Like I said, you don't want mushy fried rice. Nobody wants that. Adding in some onions, mushrooms, and other vegetables. And actually, when you get to this point, you can actually turn the heat down, or in some cases you can turn it right off, because everything's hot enough so that you can be assured it's pretty much cooked and all blended in. But I would say probably at this point just, you know, maybe medium low. And the closer you get to finishing the dish, and you'll know, you'll begin to see when everything's coming together, then you want to just really get it right down to low or turn it off completely. And here comes the fresh pineapple. Again, not out of the can if you can avoid it. Chop up a fresh pineapple. Believe me, it's worth it. Sprinkle some brown sugar. Get a little bit of a sweet taste. Again, Kay prefers brown sugar over white sugar. Just has a little bit better taste. She adds the fish sauce and the sriracha sauce. And some oyster sauce. Give it a little extra taste and just a little bit of coloration. And her secret ingredient, a little bit of yellow curry powder. And all these flavors combined just make it a fantastic dish that you'll just love to cook time and time again, and the whole family will enjoy. And as you can see, everything's coming together great. And at this point, you probably want to turn the heat down to low or turn it off. And you'll see all the beautiful colors in there. Yeah, she just turned the heat off now. And that looks just about perfect. Can't get any better than that. And then she's just going to top it off with some more of the fresh vegetables and so forth. So she's got some in there that were cooked pretty well, and now she's got some in there to just kind of give it a little bit different consistency. What a combination. And believe me, while this is cooking, it just smells fantastic. You're awfully tempted to just quit in the middle of it and just dive in, but stick to the end, and it's definitely worth it. It's just about done. Okay. And now it's time to serve. And again, Kay is using a piece of white dinnerware, and she says that the presentation all depends on what you're using for dinnerware. In this case, white, so she's going to use some green leafy vegetables, some cabbage, or in this case some lettuce to put in there. Again, it depends. If you were using darker colored dishes, then maybe you want to use some other vegetables, something that's maybe has a leafy white vegetable or so forth. A couple chunks of the fresh pineapple. Want to make this look really good, especially if you're having company, or even if it's just a couple. It just looks really good, and it makes dinner that much more enjoyable. So now she's going to pack the rice into the cup, try to form it. And you'll see in a minute, it actually looks like when you go to a Thai restaurant in Thailand. It looks almost exactly like what you get when you go to a Thai restaurant. The only difference being the portions in the United States are a bit bigger. If you go to Thailand and order a dish like this, it's about half this size, because they eat a lot less than we do. So I'm just going to gently put it into a cup-sized container or larger. Right in. Pack it in good so it holds its shape. But again, you don't want to crush the rice. Kind of a happy medium. You can see she's packing it in pretty good, but she's not pushing down too much. Just enough so it holds its shape. A little bit of rearranging. There we go. Let's see if it holds together. And it does. Oh, well, that's a beautiful rice dish. And again, this is the kind of dish that just about everybody likes. You can't go wrong with this. Put a little bit more on top to garnish it off. Remember the scallions in the beginning? She sliced them up finely, and now she's using them as a garnish near the end. Making sure the shape is consistent. And this one's just about ready to go. Another wonderful dish that Kay has prepared. Make sure to check out chefk.com for ingredients, and if you have any questions, she'll be glad to answer them. Thank you so much for viewing this lesson. Enjoy.